As the start of the 2013 football season begins to loom for high school teams across the state, expectations are running extremely high each and every day for the Pierre Governor football team. As multiple media outlets begin to release their preseason rankings, Pierre has found themselves at the top of Class 11 AA. The Governors, who finished 7-4 last year, returned 19 seniors to this squad. Even with a talented core of players returning, new head coach Jayson Poppinga knows that preseason polls mean nothing. The only thing that matters to Poppinga is that his football team is ahead on the scoreboard at the end of the game each and every Friday night.
Ultimately, like we tell our kids, that really means nothing. It doesn't matter how hard we worked when we show up to Watertown. The score is still 0-0. We got to prove ourselves on that first game. And, Watertown's going to be a tough team. Watertown returned something like 30-some seniors. Their best running back, he was injured in the first game, even though we played, so he didn't play in that playoff game, where, we won both of those games against Watertown. So, we got a big X, marked on our back for Watertown. So I think their coaches are going to have their kids ready to play, and, I think it's going to be a real good test for a first game of the year to find out kind of where things are going to shake out.
Due to 3 state championships being won in a 4-month span, fans begin to expect the same result in every sport. With expectations so high, not just around the state but in the community, the Governors will have a significant amount of pressure riding on their shoulders each and every game. Coach Poppinga, however, looks at pressure and sees anticipation.
I think our players, coaches, we'd be lying if we said, we're not nervous for that first game, but I think it's more of a anticipation. It's one of those things that kids have been working hard for a long time. It's not like they just stepped on the field and 10 days later we get to play a football game. And, so they got a lot riding on it. It's not like, basketball where you get 20 tries and you have a bad night. It's, we got 19 more games to play. 8 games in the season, you have one bad night, all of a sudden you only got 7 chances left. So football's a real test. It's one of those sports you don't get very many opportunities to go out and compete, and when you do get it, you really got to take advantage of it. So, if anything, it's not so much being nervous, it's just a kind of an anticipation that, we really want to play well. We want to have those good games every Friday night when we step on the field, and that's the way we want it. We want to have that type of expectations on our shoulders to play well all the time.
The Governors still have 8 days to prepare before they begin competing for their ultimate goal of a state championship. The Governors will begin regular season play next Friday when they travel to Watertown to face the Arrows at 7 o'clock.